This is Renee with Angelic Comfort, and I'm here with your weekly universal outlook forecast for July 14th through July 20th, 2019. Some of this may resonate with you, and some of it may not. All of it may, and none of it might not. So just know that this is a general read, and it's not going to resonate to everybody. Take what does and leave the rest. Don't try to force it, okay? So it's pretty interesting. This has kind of been a little bit on my mind. I've been hearing spirit all day and about the different energies that are going around and what seems to be a big focus with everybody. And then I drew the cards and here we go. I mean, this is like crazy. And see if this doesn't fit with you. But when I drew the cards, I got Grove, Wishing, and Conclusion first, okay? So Grove, what it represents is times past. Things that people have hurt you or you have hurt people, things that you have said. I know we've been in Mercury retrograde for a week now. A lot of tempers are flaring. A lot of things are being said that shouldn't be said. And you know, not for anything, but words are very powerful. Okay? And when we are in a time or in a moment of upset, of emotional unease or anything like that. I mean, we just got out of the 2 weeks ago. We just ended up getting out of the new moon, and now this week we're entering the full moon. Okay, so when we take a look at this, I mean, the energies are very powerful, and a lot of us become out of balance. Okay. So things are said. We don't think before we speak, or we say things and there's miscommunication, and we might have hurt people. We might have said things that really hurt people. And, you know, I always take a look at it when you post things on social networking, dissing other people, family members, spouses, boyfriends, partners, children. And when you really diss them and say things that are hurtful and everybody joins in on the bandwagon, you know, saying their peace of mind on it and stuff. And then, you know, like a day or two later, things are like hunky-dory. How can it be? You know, those words that were typed, those words that were said, they're hurtful. They're hurtful words. And sometimes you just can't take that back. So what they're saying is that anything that you've said or done to other people that may be hurtful, it's time to, like, bring peace to that, you know. Apologize, talk it over. And that goes the same for people that might have hurt you. You know, get together, talk it out, you know, because you can't go on, you know, saying things or doing things that are going to hurt other people, and they can't do it to you. It's not right. There's some of those things that, you know, you just can't take back. You can't take back because it's been said, and that scar is already there, that emotional scar. So make sure that you watch what you say. You know, maybe you're wishing that you hadn't said something, or somebody hadn't said something to you that was so hurtful. You know, you wish you could take it back. Well, you're going to have to try really hard, and then be conscious of not doing it again. You know, because I always say with like the full moon, the phases of the moon affect us. You know, they affect us emotionally, and because it affects the tides and water, and our body is like 7% water. You know, it's going to affect our mind. It's going to affect how we are. And I always say make a conscious effort to be aware of what you're thinking and how you are, and staying grounded and balanced, which is very important to get through life. So anyways, with this, we come through with a conclusion. It's going to ending of a chapter. So you're either going to make it work or you're not. Okay. You're going to hopefully find that peace. But then again, here we go, you know, talking about the moon phases, we talk about cycles. Life is one big cycle. We go through cycles. The earth goes through cycles. We're going through a cycle right now. With all this weather and all this terrible weather, natural disasters that we have going on, the earth is going through a natural cycle that we haven't seen before in our lifetime. And that's because of the sun. So here we go. We're going through this cycle. Life is a cycle. We go through cycles with people, with friends, with family. Just make sure, again, with the full moon coming up this week, I think it's the 16th, that you are very conscious of how you're acting, that you're grounded, that you're balanced, that things are where they need to be with you, okay? Now, once this is done, once you've made peace, or if you're thinking a lot about your past, which this Jupiter retrograde right now is making people think a lot about their past and focusing on things, make sure that you let it go. Let it go. Don't hang on to it anymore. Now is the perfect time to let these things go, to let it go and start over, okay? Are you heeding the message? Are you heeding the message of what was said to you in the conclusion, in the final stages or phases of the conversation with the other person? You know, is it understood? Did you understand the message? Did you learn the lesson? Okay, that's one of the things. Summon up your inner peace, your inner strength. The universe is within all of us. God is within all of us. Call in that inner strength. Call in that inner knowing, that intuition. Call in the power that you need to make sure that you focus on what it is that you need to focus on, okay? And then take that oath to love yourself. Love yourself unconditionally. Try to love others unconditionally. Understand that there are going to be differences. We're all different. Each and every one of us are different. We're not going to think the same. We're not going to act the same. We're not going to look the same. I mean, if we did, life would be pretty darn boring, right? We're all meant to be different, okay? And it's called respect. Respecting each other for their differences. And that's something that we need to understand, is that even though people don't do the same things we do or think the same way that we do, it's really important to be able to understand that we're all supposed to be different. But it doesn't mean we have to hate each other or argue with each other or carry on. Everybody's going to have a difference of opinion. And we need to respect that, just like other people need to respect ours. Okay? So when I pulled the animal totems, I pulled two of them. The first one was porcupine spirit. Time for the beginner mind. The beginner mind is that of a child starting out fresh. When you get all this done, taking care of this week, releasing the past, letting everything go, and taking that oath to not repeat the past, not to focus on the past. Once you let it go, it's gone. Let it go. Start over. Start out on a clean slate, because we always have enough. We always have enough. We're always provided for. We're going to make it work. It's all in our mindset, okay? Our reality really isn't real. Okay, so when you focus on the negative in our lives, the negative parts of the past, it's almost acting as if we don't have enough of something, whether it be money, whether it be time, whether it be love, people in our lives, friendships. That's all within us. That's within us, and it's up to us to be able to understand we do have enough and making it happen and living one day at a time. Okay? So I wish you all a fabulous week and much healing to each and every one of you as we try to come together and clear the past, right? So important. Much love to you all, and until next week, namaste.